Week 11 kicker rankings. Top 15 kickers going into Week 11. First guy's Justin Tucker. Each and every week I put Tucker on this list. He's the best kicker in the NFL. He could kick the ball from anywhere on the field. This week he's got a Tennessee Titan team that gives up a lot of points, so the opportunities are going to be there. And Tucker, he's the best kicker, so he's number one. Number two, Will Lutz. In another home game for Lutz and the Saints, the Atlanta Falcons are coming to town. This is going to be a shootout of a ball game here. And Lutz, he's going to get many chances to kick a few field goals from deep. So I like Lutz's outlook. He's having a great fantasy season. He's top 5 in fantasy points and kickers. And I expect him to have a double-digit ball game or even be the number one performer this week at kicker. The third guy's Harrison Butker, coming off a bye week of the Kansas City Chiefs is Butker. Now they go to Vegas, where half the defense is depleted with COVID or close contact. And Butker, he's going to get chances. He's been a little shaky this year, but he's in the top offense in the NFL. The chances will be there. He's indoors. He don't got to deal with that Kansas City weather. So I think it's a good game, and I got him ranked third here. The fourth guy is Chris Boswell. I told you to start him on my kickers to start list. And right here I got him ranked number 4th versus Jacksonville, who gives up the 4th most fantasy points to kickers. It was nice to see Boswell finally hit double-digit in fantasy points for kickers last week, and this week I think he does the same. The fifth guy is Jason Sanders of the Miami Dolphins. He goes to Denver. Hopefully the weather ain't snowy or rainy or cold there, but with the altitude and his kicking ability, Sanders finally missed his first field goal last week, and he's the best kicker in fantasy football this year, and he's going to continue the trend. I think he's going to get double digits once again in this game. So he's the 5th ranked kicker. Number 6, Young Ho Koo, coming off the bye of the Atlanta Falcons. This guy, he's putting up points, and he's putting it up at a massive rate, kicking, it seems like 2 or 3 50-yarders each and every game. It's another dome game from him going into New Orleans. Like I said, division matchup. It's going to be up and down the field. Many chances to kick and score. So I like Koo in the 6th spot. The 7th spot, Zane Gonzalez versus Seattle tonight on Thursday Night Football. Last time they versed Zane Gonzalez, he went for a whopping 16 fantasy points. And that's what he did last week as well, was Gonzalez. In Arizona's thrilling win versus Buffalo, and now versus Seattle. The points are going to be there. The opportunities are going to be there. Another division matchup with a high shootout type of game it's going to be. So Gonzalez is 7, and I told you to start him also in my kicker start video. Number 8, another guy, Rodrigo Blankenship. I said to start him also in my kicker video, and this week I got him ranked number 8 versus the Green Bay Packers. This game, it's going to be pretty high scoring, I think. Rodrigo, he's indoors. He gets, it seems like, a couple 50 field goal opportunities from 50 plus, and in this game I could see him hitting 1 or 2 versus the Green Bay Packers in a game where the Colts, they're going to have to score early and often to keep pace with that high octane offense of the Packers. The next guy is Greg Zuerlein, coming off of 2 double-digit fantasy games before his bye in Week 10, and now he goes to Minnesota, who gives up the most fantasy points to kickers. Andy Dalton's back. Maybe this offense will get more opportunities in the red zone and to score and stuff as the Dallas Cowboys, but Greg the Leg, he could kick from anywhere, 55, 60 yards easy he could do at times. He's indoors. I like the matchup, so go have him as your 9th. The number 10th guy, Matt Prater of the Detroit Lions. It seems like each and every week he's attempting a 50-yarder. The only downside for him this week, he's got to go to Carolina, and it might be rainy and wet over there is the weather. But Prater, he's always getting opportunities. A lot of drives Detroit don't finish off, and Prater, he's good for a double-digit game. The 11th guy, Ryan Succop versus the LA Rams. Succop the last few weeks, he's putting up points, and he's putting up a lot. He came off an 11-point fantasy day here in Week 10, and now Succop versus the Rams, another game that's going to be a high-scoring game, I believe. He's going to get opportunities. Tampa Bay's a good offense. We've seen him struggle once this year, and I think Succop, he'll get the opportunity. He's a top 4 kicker right now in fantasy points. The 12th guy, Kerry Fairbairn of the Houston Texans. They versed the New England Patriots this week. He's back home. He don't have to deal with the weather like he did in Cleveland last week, where the ball was blowing all over the field in 40-mile-per-hour winds. This week, Fairbairn, I think he's going to have a good game versus New England. It's going to be a decent scoring game, but some defense will be played too in this. Might like his chances. The 13th guy, Jason Myers of the Seattle Seahawks. They versus the Arizona Cardinals here tonight in Seattle. Myers, he's only had 9 field goal attempts the whole year, but he's hit them all. He's a good kicker in a great offenses. The opportunities showing up more the last few weeks now. He's had double-digit fantasy points in 2 out of his last 3 weeks, and it's possible he could do it again. The 14th guy, Daniel Carlson of the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Kansas City Chiefs coming to town in Vegas. It's an indoor game. I like kickers that are indoor. They don't got to deal with the elements. It's just a straightforward thing. And this is why I got Carlson ranked at 14th here. I think he can have a decent ball game and put you from 8 to 10 fantasy points. And the 15th and final guy, I don't love the matchup. I don't love what he's been doing this year in Joey Sly. He hasn't got double-digit fantasy points kicking in a long time, since week 3 or 4, and now he versus Detroit. Carolina is at home. We don't know if Bridgewater is going to start, but I like, the impact he could have and the chances he could get. He's going to get a 50-yarder, I think, chance to score here, but he's not a guy I'm going to count on. I just think Sly, he has a chance of having a good game, but I'm going to rank him 15th, so that's the top 15 kickers I'm ranking heading into week 11.